Movie of the Week presents Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, starring Gene Wilder and...
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All right, folks. It's time to lay it down and lay it down straight. All right? You motherfuckers want to sit there and hide on those faceless accounts. You want to sit there and hide and talk shit about my motherfucking wife. If you want to sit there and keep this motherfucking game going, and you want to sit there and keep pushing the envelope when it comes down to my wife, guess what? War is accepted. I am offering up, and it will be effective after September of this year. I am offering up a $100 reward for anybody who can get me information on the account of the Bodaki account. I want to know who this motherfucker is. I want to know his face. And I want to see the troll for who he truly is.
Grampy Lobster, you're next. I got a fork with your name on it. I'm gonna stab you in the eye, you fucking prick. I hate you. I hope you fucking die. Piece of shit.
You suck. You are no talent. You disgrace. You are everything that's gone wrong in this world. You are self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it. Okay? I had...
You guys, Stuart Pidlong, the targeted citizen. Here is actual proof that COVID-19 is 5G. Not like, but COVID-19 is 5G. The symptoms of 5G are that of COVID-19. Now, watch this video and call me crazy again.
Watch this video, stupid.
Ham sandwiches at noon. Ham sandwiches in the evening. Oh boy. Here we go again.
He's gonna be there till fucking Monday.
He just fucked us.
Yeah.
He did. Because now they can't plow the fucking street.
Oh no. If he gets a little momentum going, I don't know where he's going, but he might get down the street.
Where's he going? Nowhere. Where you going, buddy?
Nowhere.
The world will laugh with you. When people see you smiling, they can't help smiling too. Say, Fun Brigaders, this is Sheriff John. And I just wanted to join with you and bring you the words of a new song. Tell you all in the Fun Brigade that, of course, the Fun Brigade's made up of boys and girls everywhere who like to have fun and happiness together and spread cheer. So remember, you keep smiling, will you? All right.
Let me catch any of you guys subbing to this Rand scam guy.
And the world will laugh with you. When people see
The guy's been impersonating me and going into hangouts and making me look bad for months.
This is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you motherfucking accuser. Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker.
Hello, folks. Grampy Lobster here. Welcome to the Grampy Lobster Show. All right? We do it all here. We know it all. We say it all. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I'll cut your fucking nose off.
Do you suck dicks? Come on now.
No, sir! Are you a Peter Puffer? Sir, no, sir! I bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around. I'll be watching you.
Break out a smile, and in a while the gloom will go away. So laugh and be happy with a merry melody. A song will make a hat rack look like a Christmas tree. Get rid of worry in a hurry. Chase the
Shout out to Kentucky CPS.
and be happy all
That's
shout out
right.
to Kentucky CPS.
Good job. Good job.
Doing their job. Yes.
We'll be right back after these messages. NBC Movie of the Week continues following these messages.
The legendary superhero Godzilla and Jenna of the Jungle fighting evil.
You can take him!
The Godzilla Power Hour. Then the Fantastic Four, the greatest of comic book heroes. Saturday morning's a great place to be, starting September 9th on NBC.
Hey, you guys. Stuart Pidlong. I am the targeted citizen. Hope you're having a good day. I have been punished the past 2 or 3 days. Purchased a Cadillac 2 or 3 months ago. Got it really cheap. Practically, I got the car for scrap price. Got it all running and trying to do things to make it run better. First thing I did, I had to. Sorry, they're really hitting me hard. Me and the boy got it running. A little starter fluid, a little gasoline. I put a battery in it. Then the battery died, so I had to buy a battery. After the battery, the fuel pump quit working for some reason. Couldn't figure it out, so I got a fuel pump from Advance, and it looked different, but it had a side inlet instead of the one at the bottom. And Advance said, "Oh, that's the right one. That's the right one." Put it in there, and it didn't work. 2 days, and there goes 2 tow bills. $100 and some in tow bills, get it back and forth. And each time that you got to put a fuel pump in that car, you got to drop the gas tank. That means if you got gas in the tank, you got to siphon it all out, get underneath it, drop it, crawl around in the dirt, and drop it. I do miss my 18 by 52 foot garage with my 6 inches of concrete, $6,000 worth of concrete that was stolen from me, but that's okay. So I think I put, was it 3 fuel pumps in that thing, dear? 2 or 3 fuel pumps in the vehicle. I haven't driven it enough to know yet if it's going to be fixed, but 2 or 3 fuel pumps I had to put in it. It was running real rough, so I found a set of spark plug wires in the trunk. Went to take the spark plug wires off, and the wires would not even come off. So I pulled the distributor cap, and worst distributor I've ever seen. Literally, the metal prongs in the bottom of the distributor cap completely chewed off. There was nothing there. Rotary button completely rotten, so I had to fix that. Put them on it, new cap and button. Then I had to pry the wires off. So I pried the wires off, put the new wires on, and it wouldn't run. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Walked away from it, come back the next day, checked it, and the wires were in the right place. Check it again, took the wires off, put the old wires back on. It seemed to run with the old wires, and that doesn't make sense when old wires work and the new ones don't. Went ahead and got the plugs for it, put the plugs on, still wouldn't run. So I'm like, what in the world's going on? And I'm going through my Google for the firing order. Chevy 350 should be the same on all of them. And I'm guessing that they had hacked this app. I couldn't understand. I would click on a different one and it keep giving me the same firing order. And it didn't make any sense. Well, I guess the perps had hacked into it and put the wrong firing order on my phone. So, I had a new set of plug wires on. Went and bought new ones again, thinking that was a problem. Finally got them back. Got it running. Run like a champ. New plugs, new wires, new button, new cap. Runs like a dream. So took new wires back off of it, took them back because I had a set. Come back to the house, go to crank it up, and now the windshield wipers are going crazy. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Never had that problem before, but it starts doing that. So I had to unplug it, unplug it, unplug it. Me and the boy get in and test drive down the road, and the dash camera that I got 6 or 7 months ago, it has no picture on it. The picture just stops working. No picture, just blank on there. Go down the road, turn it off, crank it up, drive it a couple times, get back in it, and boom, the windshield wiper stopped going back and forth, and the dash camera starts working. Just and in between all the times that I've been working on it, go out there and the battery just be dead. Brand new battery just dies. And perps love to suck the gas out of batteries. They love to suck the energy out of a battery. They'll do it to any and every car they can. It's literally like they hit it with an EMP, and I think that's probably what they do. Instead, I found what's wrong with my Bronco. It's got a new transmission in it, new clutch, all that's new, and couldn't figure out. It just didn't act like it wanted to go in gear. Well, as I told you guys before, they put the little rubber bladder out that goes on top of the slave cylinder that forces the fluid down into the slave cylinder. So they popped it out, so that means air has time to recirculate and get up in it again. So every time before I drive it, I got to pump the dang pedal, the clutch pedal, to get the pressure built up in the slave cylinder. So I can't drive it maybe 10 minutes, and then by that time all the air will seep back into the slave cylinder. Lovely. And by the way, that's a new slave cylinder, probably ain't got 100 miles on it. Just more vandalism. Of course, more vandalism. Just a small update. What I came on here and I just about forgot about it. I just now got a notification from YouTube. I posted a video the other day from a lake about blasphemous people, and I read some biblical scriptures. Read some scriptures, that's all I did. No cussing, no violence, no bang-bangs, no crude humor, didn't bash any race, gender, or sex, nothing like that. The whole video was about loving your neighbor. YouTube comes back and says that is not suitable according to their community guidelines. Reading scriptures are not suitable to YouTube guidelines. Not that I've ever gotten a dime off YouTube, because I haven't. My account's been monetized now for 3 or 4 months, and not one dime. They won't let me pull a dime. I don't get it. It says you've made $25 the last 28 days. Not a dime. The system is just set up to cheat and rob us every time. Story of my life. Every single day. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Hard to go on. And I guess the hardest part is doing so much and trying so much to help people, and out of all my subscribers and all the people I talk to on a daily basis, hours that I spend talking to people, only one person has heeded the call and chose to donate the past couple months. Rough world. I'll fight as long as I can, but it's just really disheartening to come on here every day, try to spread good news, try to give advice, try to be uplifting, trying to warn people, and just thanks so much for what you do. Nothing else. I guess that's the way it goes. Give, and they take. Anyway, have a good day.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, don't let the hot sun dry out your hair. Better use Vitalis.
Summer sun, the wind, the water, all make your hair dry as the desert. Your scalp becomes flaky. New Vitalis Hair Tonic with V7, the greaseless grooming discovery, stops summer dryness, keeps your hair neater all day. Vitalis gives your hair extraordinary protection from the ravages of sun, wind, and water. New laboratory findings show that even excessively dried out hair gets back its necessary moisture content faster with Vitalis than with any leading hair cream or hair oil. Yes, greaseless Vitalis with wonder-working V7 does wonders for your hair and for you, too. Get new Vitalis with V7.
If you want to make time with your girl, better use Vitalis. You know what I mean.
Hey, you guys, Stuart Pidlone. I'm a targeted citizen. I'm going to do a vandalism update today. I think it was, what, 3 weeks ago when your knife went missing? A month ago?
Yeah, it was a month ago.
A month ago, I told you guys that my son purchased, and I'm glad I talked him into it. He was going to get some junk Chinese toys for his birthday, and I'm trying to teach him good spending habits, telling him, this cheap Chinese junk, you're going to throw it away, you're not even going to play with it. Get something that'll last. So I talked him into buying a little knife set. And you liberals out there, don't whine because my 8-year-old son has a knife. He's shot, and he's loaded all my bang bangs, and he shot all my bang bangs. But his knife, and it was 2 knives. One had the, the little multi-tool in it, and the other one. So his main knife sit in his. He laid down one night, him and his mom were in bed watching TV. He set it on the dresser, and she woke up about 1 o'clock the next day. The knife's completely gone. He went to find the secondary knife, and it's completely gone as well. Fast forward to this morning, about 1 o'clock. I was hurting, but the perks were zapping me. I mean, burning me. Just, and people, I tell you, it burning me. I'm not talking about I'm sweating. Anybody that tells you they're getting hit with direct energy weapons, I'm sweating, they're liars. You don't sweat when you touch the stove and burn yourself. You don't sweat. The burn is literally it's internally. It's like it's like you've got a piece of wood that's on fire inside your gut. So I was in the kitchen, made something to drink, and got some canned food, and I started sorting canned food. I had to get out of the living room because I was hurting so bad. I was hoping if I could move, maybe that would help. So in the bottom of this box that we keep canned food in is enough. We left yesterday for about an hour and went and got a Frosty, 99-cent Frosty from Wendy's. Just, a guilty pleasure from all the money we make off YouTube. Sarcasm. And on our way out, we seen 3 suspicious-looking guys coming up the road, walking. And I told Tina right then and there, I said, listen, they're going to be in the house. And she said, well, probably so. I mean, we just know that every time we leave our house, that somebody's going to be in it. God, my shoulder's on fire. So we come home and look around the house. I checked all the rooms and couldn't see anything that had disappeared. This just happened to be one of the days things reappear. So found the knife. Woo, miraculously. So I'm happy for that. But this is what they do. They take things and then they bring them back. Been in the bed all day long. I'm hurting terribly today. Since it's been raining, I had the cover off the car, and so I need to come out because it had bird poop all over. It's literally like somebody mixes up a paste. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but targeted individuals, if you know what I'm saying, you'll understand how this actually is possible. It's almost like they've got a bucket with flour in it and other stuff to mimic bird poop. And to all our vehicles, I can park it in the middle of the road, in the middle of 10 acres, and my car will be covered in bird poop. So my Cadillac was covered in poop. Go to wash it, get to the back side of the Cadillac, and the seat's broken off. It was just hanging. It's like, I've seen the prices range, and they only come in chrome that I've seen used, and they're anywhere from $60 to $125 for that little bitty emblem. And I'll probably have to get it electroplated to match the vehicle. I come around with my wash mitt, I look down, and this has been ripped up now. So they've broken all the clips on that now. So now I've got to find replacement clips there that they broke. I've got to get that Cadillac emblem that they broke. See this side right here, tight as it can be. That side is not going to move, and that's the way that side was. They broke the clips on this, and all they got to do is just snatch it off. But it's always little things that well, maybe, but not necessarily. I also told you guys about the huge dent they put here, and the 6 or 7 dents in the hood. All thanks to them. Doesn't matter what I do. Got a good deal on exhaust system for it. $175. I took the converter back, got another $70 back. Can't win. Non-stop destruction. And I don't know if you hear noise in the background. The music sounds like I'm at a circus, but we have gangstalker neighbors that love to do noise pollution. They harass us with noise. I'm actually shocked that the dog isn't out here today, because normally they have a husky that stands at the fence and barks at us all day long. But today we've got a whole house full of, and they are illegal. When I say illegal, I'm not just naming all Mexicans as illegals, but they are actually not U.S. citizens and aren't supposed to be here, living in this house up here. And they just have that circus music booming all afternoon. It doesn't start till I come outside. But as soon as I come outside, then the music's just moo, 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 moo. Vibrate in my house. That's the life of a targeted individual. So my son's got his pocket knife. Good. Now I hear the airplane coming. As the perps go by. You guys pray for me. Pray for my family. I always pray in Jesus' name. Oh, I forgot to remind you about that one right there. Disappeared too. Anyway, have a good day. Hey guys, Stuart Pidlong. I am the targeted citizen. Trying to get a little fresh air today. Got a video. This should be posted anytime now, but the airplane's been on me again all day long. And here I'm 15 minutes away from home on a little carp pond, and the airplane just flew over. The same airplane that follows me everywhere. So here we go again. I guess we're going to have to tighten this little ship up. I wanted to read some comments from a person, and some people, they just can't hide hate. They cannot hide the hate in their hearts. And this definitely applies. And I'm going to call this person out by name. Well, no, I won't. You guys can read the comments, and you'll see it in the comments, I'm sure. But this lady, well, this female, a lady's far from what I consider this person. For one, she's an anti-Trumper. If you don't know what that means they hate Donald Trump and nothing. Donald Trump could walk on water, and these people would say, look, he can't swim, he can't swim. He could have a cure for cancer, and they'd still find a way to attack him. So because I support my president, that's, I think, where all this just hate-filled rhetoric comes from. But not only the rhetoric, it's the blasphemy that shocked me. I shouldn't be shocked. I shouldn't be shocked at all. I don't know if this person's a targeted individual or not, but with the hate in their hearts, I just, I hate to say that I'm shocked, because, we shouldn't be shocked nowadays, but I'm shocked. But I'm going to read the comment. I certainly hope you are praying for the pilot in the airplane. I know you are, because you love your perps, and you always make it your mission to pray for them without complaint. During the whole crucifixion trial and onward, Jesus was also in continual prayer for his enemies, right? Because he died for his enemies, and not for those who love him. If the rapture happens, there will be no one to go, because Jesus died for only those who hate him. Oh, well. And she says in italics, parentheses, right before the crucifixion, Jesus told his apostles that he was dying for them at the time, for his friends at the time. He gave them many details about what they meant to him. But I guess Jesus lied. Yeah, this is what this idiot's saying. When he was nailed to the cross, Jesus prayed, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do, because the truth was not in them. And therefore they were all converted because of that prayer, and life went on happily ever after. Well, at least there were 2 conversions during that time. Possibly the centurion, and for sure the thief on the cross. And he didn't spend a lot of his time bellyaching about how abusive the system was being towards him. Probably just because YouTube had not been invented yet, and he did not have his own channel. This is somebody speaking about Jesus now.
All God cares about and helps are his enemies, the ones who continually hate him and drive him crazy, period. So please continue to carry on for Jesus, Stewart. Dude, that's sickening. That's sickening to me. So my response was, keep blaspheming Jesus with your hateful black heart, and I'll keep trying to lead others to the Lord. Pack an AC in your bug-out bag. Maybe the devil will let you plug it in. Gotta quit tolerating ignorance for so long. I mean, here's another comment from this. Whatever. I don't want to. Human is a stretch. If God sends out the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, beginning with the white horse, it means that the king riding the white horse has been chosen by God for the job, that he has chosen the Antichrist. Therefore, we should back him, love, and pray for him, correct? Since he is the chosen man for the job, and he appears as an angel of light, so we need to believe his many excuses and his press. No matter what he's done to people, he has to be revered, defended, and protected. If I prayed to God and asked, have you chosen this man? God will answer, yes. Am I correct? And therefore, we're to honor the government. Can you tell us what you know about the person Jesus? You know a lot about political games going on, an expert. But I never hear much from you about Jesus. You say his name a lot, but can you fill us in on the details regarding him? See the mocking and blasphemous spirit in this person? God commands us to love our enemies. God said, if we can't love our enemies, how am I supposed to love you? Just as much as Jesus says, do not call my people idiots. It says that in the new version, in the international version. But, I can't say I'm shocked, but I guess I'm shocked that people don't fear God. They don't fear. I guess that's just it. They just don't fear God. If it comes to the belief part, you can't see Wi-Fi, but you believe in it. You can't see the wind, but you can see the destruction it causes. The Big Bang Theory is just, to believe in the Big Bang is that's more of a religion than believing in God itself. But for somebody mock me is one thing, that's what happened. But to mock Jesus in me because I tell you to pray for your purpose, because I tell you to try every day to be more God-like, because I tell you that we have to love them. God commands us to love them because I say, and because I support my president. All that. So this person's willing to blaspheme God above. To mock me in the process of blaspheming God. I wish I was more prepared for this, because I've got a bunch of scriptures at the house that I was going to read out about what God commands us to love our enemies. Not only that, it's in the 10 Commandments, love thy neighbor. I guess I am shocked that people have no fear. It's one thing to attack me, that's fine then, attack me all you want. Stand in line if you want to do that, because there's plenty to do that, but to attack God because I'm telling you what he says in his word.
Hi, Steve here. If you don't understand the mainstream media spews out nothing but lies and disinformation to the public, then you'll believe this guy in a video put out by ABC News.
Hear about it in practically every cell phone commercial and how it's going to change the world. But as with many other major technological innovations, it also has a buzz of conspiracy theories around it. Everything ranging from 5G-enabled tiny robots that can control your mind, to the claim that it caused the coronavirus. But are any of these theories actually true? Who even started them? We did some digging to see how much truth there is in all of these 5G conspiracy theories. If you've been listening to Woody Harrelson or singer MIA, you might think that 5G caused the coronavirus pandemic. These celebrity posts are being blamed for actual attacks on 5G towers in the UK. These attacks drew a lot of blowback. This conspiracy theory claims that both the rollout of 5G and the first coronavirus cases supposedly happened at the same time late in 2019. This is where our well actually guy kicks in, because there are a few ways in which this conspiracy theory is just flat out wrong. The timing is off because 5G started rolling out in 2018. So strike one. You could say the theory seems plausible since the virus was first discovered in Wuhan, China, because China had recently deployed one of the world's largest 5G networks. But 5G first came online in both South Korea and parts of the US. That's strike two. So if coronavirus was caused by 5G, it would have been discovered earlier and not in China. And we haven't even gotten to strike three yet. The fact that radio waves have no impact on a virus's development. Researchers prove that the coronavirus is spread through droplets from sneezes and coughs. Radio waves are a form of electromagnetic waves. Come on, people. These are two totally different things. It all comes down to the fear of radiation. All radio waves radiate, but that doesn't mean they have a negative impact on human health. X-rays and gamma radiation are ionizing, which means they break apart molecular bonds and damage DNA. This is something that's well known, but not a lot of people know that there are non-ionizing electromagnetic waves. These have wavelengths that are too long to be able to actually damage the cells in your body. Even the strongest 5G waves are far below the ionizing threshold. There's real-world data to back this up. Although 5G is pretty new, we've had waves in similar frequency ranges for decades, and studies have concluded that these waves don't cause cancer. Do you remember the post that went around on social media saying that hundreds of birds died because of 5G? Yes, there was a series of mysterious bird deaths in The Hague, but no 5G tests were being conducted nearby at the time. You can chalk up this conspiracy theory to social disinformation, which social media companies like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube have been working to crack down on, especially when it comes to 5G. Can 5G control the weather? Yeah, I wish it could. My vote would be for 75 and sunny every day. Boys finally got some much needed bro hot time. Or rather, I'd change it for a virtuous cause, like limiting the impact of global warming. So the root of this theory comes from the idea that the government is using the high-frequency active auroral research program to control the weather. They're using what? HAARP. HAARP is a facility in Alaska that was built to study the ionosphere. Soon after the facility was built, the government shut down the program and transferred its ownership to the University of Alaska. So how does 5G fit into this? According to the tinfoil hats who believe in this theory, the ionosphere is where the so-called 5G satellites are. The only problem is that 5G is a ground-based system. Satellites could eventually be used for 5G connectivity, but at this point, satellites don't offer low latency and are not being used for 5G. This is by far my favorite 5G conspiracy theory. It's not enough to think that 5G can control the weather. Some people think it can be used for mind control. Like we mentioned earlier, 5G waves have no effect on the human health at all. So a 5G wave by itself can't be used to control people's minds.
They start off the article by saying, what started as a bizarre and bogus conspiracy theory involving the novel coronavirus in Britain has apparently crossed the Atlantic Ocean. U.S. law enforcement officials believe, and they are now increasingly worried about the possibility for real-world violence. There's a telltale sign about all misinformation or disinformation. That is, they never offer any proof. They just deny that there is any, and they say there is no evidence and truthful information, and they just mock everything with the label conspiracy theorist. The handsome guy in this video, probably well under 30 years old, will convince most of the young people his age and younger who never research anything for themselves that all of these topics and claimed threats are just nonsense, and we should just not believe any of it. Just look away and pay no attention.
Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Lord. I said come back tomorrow.
If you are really great and powerful, you'll keep your promises.
Do you presume to criticize the great Lord? You ungrateful creatures think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now.
this many times. The reason Google's YouTube removes every video and pulls anything that links 5G and coronavirus together is because there is a link and there is some truth to the real danger to humanity. But the Luciferians, the elites of this world, need 5G for this global grid. The article said, we assess conspiracy theories linking the spread of COVID-19 to the expansion of the 5G cellular network are inciting attacks against the communications infrastructure globally, and that these threats probably will increase as the disease continues to spread, including calls for violence against telecommunication workers. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security reported Wednesday in an intelligence report obtained by ABC News. Violent extremists have drawn from misinformation campaigns online that claim wireless infrastructure is deleterious to human health and helps spread COVID-19, resulting in a global effort by like-minded individuals to share operational guidance and justification for conducting attacks against 5G infrastructure, some of which have already prompted arson and physical attacks against cell towers in several U.S. states, the report concluded. You're going to start hearing this term, violent extremists, more and more. But what it really describes are people that are tired of being lied to and do understand the real threat of this technology. Notice in the article they try and compare people out to attack human beings. But it says, conducting attacks against 5G infrastructure. The reality is, we are under attack and assault by evil, lawless, and corrupt men of this world to poison, profit from, control, and depopulate us all at the same time. The only hope for us in this world is the same as it's been for all of time. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and you will be saved. If you'd like to know the living God and put your trust in Him, there's a link in the description box below. Click on that link and I'll help you pray a simple prayer to do just that. Think about it.
And that was from our video friends. Think about it. COVID-19 is the scapegoat for 5G. Good luck. God bless. Target Citizen out.
Be kind to one another. Tender-hearted. Forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. Matthew 7:12. So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them, for this is the law. There's more verses on loving your neighbor than probably anything else in the Bible. So, when I say pray for your perps, I'm just reiterating what God said to do. If you can't love the people that persecute you, God will not love you. All your hate does, it heaps coals on your head. When you attack me and my family and anyone else, when you wish maliciousness upon their lives, that's your future to be. Pray for me. Pray for my family. Love your neighbor. Pray for your neighbor. Love your perps. Always pray in Jesus' name. I'm Stuart Pidlong. I am the Targeted Citizen. I love you, even though you persecute me.
Hey everyone, it's Emo Crying Wolf. That's right. I've been flagging the shit out of Lobster. Fuck you, I hate you, God. I hate you almost as much as I hate Gary Snowflake. That piece of shit. He's fucking going down. I'd like to talk to you folks about my new channel. I have commercials on there now. I have my own den, Crying Wolf Den, with my derelicts and all the people that love me. So fuck you, Lobster. Fuck you, Gary Snowflake. I'm gonna be something big, even bigger than Joey Wolf. Fuck you, fucking people. I hate you, all of you. You fucking asshole. But I want to talk about when I beat up on that defenseless box. My husband, Michael, he was upset because he wanted to put all my dirty diapers in there, I guess. Now he has to use trash bags. And then we use those for the curtains in the house, as you noticed, so. But anyway, I've been flagging Lobster to death. And all my derelicts that hang out in my crying wolf den, they're helping me now. I got all these people. I got Jeremiah, from the Slapaho tribe. Yeah, he likes to beat up on people like that. So, yeah, but I'm going to get all of you. I'm just starting out right now. I'm just going to start lashing and fighting and shit. You white. Also, I'd like to talk about my racist tendencies. It seems a lot of people that hang out in my den don't mind that I talk about people like that because they're just like me. They feel the same way inside. That's why they hang around with me. Otherwise, they'd be shocked and appalled by the things I've said to people. So, yeah, my derelicts, they're all behind me. They're racist like I am, and, they believe in the same nasty things that I do. And maybe I think some of them might be wearing diapers too, just like me, for fun. You're going down, Lobster, so go fuck yourself.